Hi beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for the likes, the comments, and for subscribing. In this video I will be updating you on I'm on the edge. It is hot, I must tell you. Guess what? Devi to make an announcement that will shock the whole family, and Mukun is back. You need to watch to the end to find out how it happened. Please subscribe to this channel and don't forget to click on the notification button to be notified anytime I drop a new video. Please like this video, give it a thumbs up. Tell me what you feel about this video in the comment section. Let's go! Adi reads the letter. Devi writes, I will announce this happiness in front of the whole house. She calls everyone in the hall. Hera says, what is it? Devi stands in hall and says, I want to tell you all something. I want to tell you that. Adi puts a hand on her mouth. Devi says, I have to play this game to bring you on the right path. Devi says, okay. If you don't want me to tell everyone, I won't. Umi says, what is it? You look worried. Adi says nothing. Devi says, Adiraj, I have made everything of his choice. Umi says, this is what you called us here for. Stop wasting our time. Hera says to Devi, stop all this drama. Devi says, my husband loves me. This is all possible because of you. Hera says, don't live in dreams. See the truth. Adi says to Devi, what is all this? She says, what? He says, what is this letter? She says, this is not wrong. I thought everyone would know the truth anyways. We should tell them first. Adi says, who will tell? Devi says, we don't tell them everything, but we need to tell them. It's a good news. Everyone would know it anyways. Adi leaves in anger. Sarat says what will happen when she knows his reality. Adi is in the office. He recalls everything he did. Devi brings food to Adi in the office. He says, stop all this drama. He is about to pick his gun but stops. Sarat and Kesar come to a cafe. He says, how do I show her the truth? Mukun is on the table with a guy. He doesn't tell Kesar that's Mukun. He says, I think he won't come. Kesar is crying. Sarat says, please don't cry. We will find him. Kesar says, you don't know how happy I was. I had so much hope that I would see him today. Sarat says he was here, not sure where he went. Mukun leaves the cafe. He says, Mukun. Kesar runs after him. He is going with a guy. He leaves. Kesar says, I have to go. Sarat says, we can't follow him. Kesar says, I have seen him after so many years. I have to find him. He says, please stop. Mukun calls Adi and says, I want to meet you. I am in Sujagar. Adi is dazed. He says, give me your address. Devi calls Adi. He says, my brother has come after ages. I will come home late. Devi says, did he mean Mukun? She goes to tell Kesar. Adi comes where Mukun asks him. Adiraj hugs him. He says, where were you? Why did you leave us? We missed you so much. Adi is in tears. He says, why didn't you come back? You have a home. Why didn't you come back? Mukun says, try to understand. Adi says, I am really mad at you. You don't know what we suffered from. I was so alone. Mukun says, calm down. I understand. I was helpless. I couldn't. Adi says, what happened? Please tell me. Mukun says, I called you here for that. Adi says, come home with me. Masa would be so happy to see you. Mukun says, I want some money. Adi says, you can take from home. He says, I need 5 flowers. Adi says, for what? Is everything okay? Mukun says, I want to start a new work. Adi says, I will give you for sure. Adi says, everything is yours. Devi comes to Kesar and says, there is a huge news for you. Kesar says, what is it? Devi says, Adi will come home late because he's going to meet Mukun. Kesar says, what? She is very happy. Devi says yes, she will bring him home. Kesar hugs her in tears. She says, I am so happy. Devi says, let's celebrate it. Kesar gets ready. Devi says, you look like a fairy. They decorate the house. Devi and Kesar danced. Adi and Mukun are in the car. Adi says, you have to come home. Devi says, you look so pretty. Door knocks. Devi opens the door. It's Adi. She says, where is Mukun? Adi says, Masa, where are you? Mukun comes in. Everyone is dazed. Kesar looks at him happily. He looks at Kesar. Adi brings Masa with her eyes closed. Hera says, what are you doing? He opens her eyes. Masa is dazed to see Mukun. She hugs him and says, where did you go? Where did you leave your Masa? She is in tears. Hera says, I waited so long for you. Where were you? She hugs him. Everyone is happy. Hera says, I won't let you go anywhere. He says, I won't. Don't worry. He says, Masa, who is she? Adi says, she is my wife. Devi says, and here is your wife. She waited so long for you. Don't leave her alone now. Kesar does his arty. Masa says, give me first. Masa says, we will do big puja in the house. Adi shows Mukun his room. He says, I listened to you. I came home. I want money. I need to go back to Mumbai. Adi says, it will take some time. Kesar is cooking. Devi says, you should go and spend time with him. Kesar says, I am cooking for him. Devi says, leave it. Other people will cook. Go and spend time with him. She takes her to the room. Mukun says, on call, I have talked to my brother. He will arrange money, but it will take time. Don't worry, I will come. Our relationship is very old. I will come there to you. I left my home on my wedding night for you. I love you. He turns back. Kesar and Devi are there. Devi looks at him in shock. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and come back for more updates from your favorite Z Word series.